everybody. Welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I am reading on today. But before we get started, go right down here, go in your settings, find your subscribe button, and go ahead on and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you know when I upload or when I just want to pop in. And give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis. Y'all know what it is. It's that unrelenting beast of an algorithm. I really, really would appreciate it. And right here, somewhere right there, that is the join button. That is for channel memberships. And if you choose to become a channel member and a part of our reading club, you will support my little channel in growing, improving, and to continue. And I will be so, so grateful to you for it. All right, y'all, let's get to the read. When I was putting the read together today, you know where I was. You know where I was. I was in these internet streets, and I was in these internet streets early because I wanted to find out. You know, I'm nosy. I wanted to find out what the fallout was going to be from Prince Harry's birthday. So, of course, you know what I did. I made the rounds. I was over on Instagram. I was at X, formerly known as Twitter, and I was doing all the articles, and I even watched some panels. Now, it was some interesting panels, and I might do my read on it or maybe a pop up about it tomorrow. So I'm not going to cover them because it is so much. I have so much to try to jam in here, so much stuff I want us to talk about. So I don't have time for them, but I might just do them tomorrow. All right, let's get to what I want to talk about first. What I want to talk about first is this uh, tweet from one of the squatties. And the reason I'm starting with this tweet is because you remember yesterday when I did my podcast and I was talking about this coordinated smear campaign that was against Meghan. It started in the Hollywood Reporter about Josh what is his name? Kittle, that quit their chief of staff, and they are still beating that dead horse. And not only did they continue to beat that dead horse, they went and dug up an old horse from 2 years ago and start beating that one. You know that Dutch is difficult. You remember that? And so here we are, all of that. It started in the Hollywood Reporter, it went to the Fail, and then it landed in in the New York Post, Murdoch's old rag in New York City. And so they just have continued to beat that dead horse. I feel so sorry for that horse. The only way I would not feel sorry for that horse if it was Camilla. But I digress. I digress. And so here's the post. Y'all remember it from yesterday, saying that Meghan Markle is a dictator, terrified staff, has reduced grown men to tears. A bombshell Hollywood Reporter expose claims. And so, like I said, it went from the Hollywood Reporter to the Fail, and now it was over there in the New York Post yesterday on Harry's birthday, trying to smear. And we all know that that came from Kensington Palace. They have tried to smear Meghan. It started around when I say around Thursday. It really, the smear started because after that shampoo commercial, flippity flippity flopped, they start to try to distract, and they started to attack Harry and they started to attack Meghan. And like I said, they dug this old dead horse up to try to attack Meghan because they have nothing. I mean, it has gotten to the point where they have nothing but dust, that to the point where they have to go dig up old stuff like this. But I digress. I said all that to say this. This squatty said, uh, about this particular post. She said she must write a book on the techniques she used to reduce grown men to tears. We need an instructional manual, Megan. And that's pretty much the way all of the responses to this article went. It was a what this post went. It was a spectacular failure to say the least. Another L for Kensington Palace. They have really been taking it to the head of lately because it's been L after L after L after L, and that biggest L was that drop on Monday, that Ricola ad. So, you know the cough drop one. And so they drug, like I said, they drug this out. Well, one of the squatties decided to go back to the origin, to the root of this nonsense, to drag the people who really deserve to be dragged. And that would be Jason Knopf, because he the one came up with this. Him and William and Kate and all those sad, pathetic, mediocre people that work over there in Kensington Palace who really thought that this was some kind of horrible thing, that Megan is a lady boss. And like I said, I have explained time and time again on this podcast how the, you know, culture is here in America. If we pay you, we expect to get results. And that's just pretty much the way it is here in America. And like I said, I have went into that to nauseum of how we work over here in America. And so this squatty decided to break it down, to get to the root, to go where it needed to be gone to drag the people who really needs to drag. And like she said, Megan is awful to staff, sending emails at 5 a.m. in the morning, reducing men to tears. The email and the man in question. So she went and found the email, and then she wanted to talk about Jason Knopf. So let's talk about Jason Knopf first. Okay. He is from Texas. He is an American. Yeah, he is. And so he is the person who is the one that does all the dirty work for William. He is the point guy. He is the hit man. He is the sleaze bucket that does all the sliming of people. This squatty said, in essence, in essence, Knopf did Williams and Kate's dirty work, forcing the Sussexes out of Britain and helped the tabloids against them. And we all know what this squatty means by that. He went to court with this nonsense. William let him out of his NDA so he could go to court and talk about how Megan was a bully, how Megan made men cry, and they brought an email as an example. And I don't know what the judge's response to it was, but when I saw this email and I had been a judge, I would have laughed them out of court. I would have told him, why are you wasting my time? Why are we here with this nonsense? Go back to work, because evidently you need you need that job, because it must be so easy if this is what you call bullying. Everybody must, when they see each other in the morning time, if this is an example of bullying, when people see each other in that office in the morning time, they must kiss each other in the mouth. It must be just that friendly. Because when I read you this email that Megan wrote that they said was bullying and brought him to tears, you're going to understand that this is nothing but nonsense. And I don't even see why the judge decided to entertain it. But anyway, because of all his dirty deeds, his low down, dirty dog that he was, in smearing and running, helping William to bully the Sussexes out of Britain. William gave him the 2023 award and made Jason Knopf a lieutenant of Royal Victorian Order, and brought down that award or that achievement for everybody who had got it before him. It's kind of like, I hate to call it, but it's kind of like Trump. Everything he touched, he brings it down to the gutter level. And that is what he did for the what was it? A lieutenant of the Royal Victorian Order. He brought it down to a gutter level by giving it to this slime bucket, this sleaze, this slug. But you know what? William liked that because he helped him to try to destroy his brother. But little did William know, try is not doing. Let's go on. So this is the email that they said, Jason Knopf said, that brought him to tears, that Megan was a bully. And we know if he brought this to court, because this came straight from the court paper, this had to be the worst one that they could come up with. And I would have been so embarrassed to say that this right here brought me to tears. Like I said, if this email brought Jason Knopf to tears, like they must kiss each other in the mouth in the morning time. It must be just that friendly. Because if I received an email like this, I would be like, this person is so nice. Let's read the email. It said, from M, meaning Megan, sent 12th November 2018 at 6:14 a.m., meaning that he lied. They were lying, saying that she was sending 5 a.m. Emails. This one was at the worst one they came up with was at 6:14. And this is why she was sending it. Let's go on. It said, to Jason Knopf, CC Harry, subject today. And it said this, morning, Jason. Ooh, I hope all is well. I meant to reach out this weekend to set a time to speak this week, but woke up to some sobering texts from my mom saying she feels unsafe. So what Megan had happened was Megan woke up. Doria had sent her some emails through the night. She woke up to it and Doria was scared. All these folks coming around her house, and we saw it in real time on our television sets, on YouTube. These people was crawling around out at her door. Why would she not feel unsafe? All right, let's go on. It says, with that said, I feel a greater sense of urgency to sit down with you. Would you have some time to talk this afternoon? Would love to debrief a few things, discuss, but most importantly, figure out some sort of action plan to ensure my mom's safety from these egregious paps. My afternoon is free at 12 p.m. onward. Let me know if there is a time that could work for you. Thank you, M. And he just fell into tears because of that. I would have made him get out of my courtroom right then and right there with this nonsense. Him and William. But it is right on track with William and Kate and that whole thing that they have tried to do to Megan. taking little bitty things and trying to make them into some kind of justification for their insanity, for their craziness, for their jealousy, for the hate that they have for this woman only because she is better than them. But they just can't say that. They can't say that I'm jealous of her. They can't say I'm mediocre and she's exceptional, and she makes me feel some kind of way. They can't say that. They got to nitpick this old nonsense. And this is what this is. What about this email is bullying? And this is the best one they could come up with, because you know it's the best one they could come up with, because this is the one they brought to court to prove it. So much nonsense. So much nonsense. That's why I know Megan was saying, I just can't no more. I cannot with these people. All I can say is better Megan than me, because Megan has a lot of patience. Because I'm telling you, I would have left Great Britain. I would have left Britain, all right. But I would have left Britain after I cursed every one of them out. I would have, when I got through with William and Kate, they would have heard words that they never had heard before. I would have drugged them from one end to the other end, and it would have started when he put his finger in my face. I'm just saying. And because this kind of nonsense right here, in America, it'll get you cussed out, point blank and period. Let's go on. All right. And I love, let's see, the next thing I want to talk about was, like I said, about this coordinated attack on Megan about this nonsense that was in the New York Post. One squatter reached back and got this, and this is such a great tweet. That's why I love being in the Sussex squad, because it is filled with smart people who don't mind going where it needs, taking it where it needs to go. And I love that, because I don't mind taking it, where it needs to go. Y'all know I don't mind taking it where it needs to go. But I love that about squatties. And they'll go and dig down to the root of what is the issue. All right, this particular squatty, putting it up here, it said, it isn't even been 24 hours and the post standing Megan has surpassed that whole cringe production number of likes. And this is what they mean. Y'all know that Cialis commercial that William and Kate did, they posted it on Instagram. And so far they got 136 likes. 136K likes since the 9th of September. Now the views is 8 million and 8.5 million, but the likes is 136K. Well, that post from the New York Post and people supporting Megan has gotten 174K likes. That is what? One day. One day. So all their scheming and planning and smearing and snaking has got them nothing. They take it to the head one more time, and that would be loser. They lose again, because all that, the reset, what did they say, the reset beyond resets, what did they say, but it was all about the reset, the resets of all resets. That's what they said. That Ricola ad that they did for cough drops, Kate walking through them weeds. I don't know where she was, but walking through them weeds, that was supposed to be the reset of all resets. And people supporting Megan from their attacks have gotten way more likes in one day than they have gotten in a whole week. My grandmother used to say, God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of pretty either. And that, what they did was nothing but ugliness at its worst. Let's go on, because I just got a lot, and so I got to keep going. All right. They started, especially with that, the toadies, the hags, the potato heads, and also the flying monkeys, because William called his head flying monkey over at the Daily Fair. We all know who she is, Big Back Becky. He called her because it was in the wind that, of course, Charles um, said that. I mean, Charles posted that for Harry's birthday, and so they wanted to find something in that they could smear Megan or smear Harry or do something, because it was just too much love. It was too much love going on for Harry and his birthday. We got to stop this. That's Kensington Palace in a nutshell. They cannot take it when Harry and Meghan is winning. And so they called Big Back Becky, and she came up with this, saying, King Charles and Prince William both wish Harry a happy 40th birthday, but used photo in which Meghan is cropped out, as royal sources said they are following tradition with their public good wishes. And everything in that headline is a lie. And Becky, Big Back Becky, be saying that she is that Kensington Palace never tells us what the right. Evidently, nobody who tells the truth is telling you what the right either, because you are writing straight up lies. And the first lie is that the picture was cropped. Buckingham Palace came straight on at their neck and told them, put out there that no, it was not cropped, which was a surprise to me. Was a surprise to me. And we all know that they was not following tradition, because they stopped wishing Meghan, Harry, and the kids happy birthday way back when they left, saying that they only do that for working royals. Made that kind of rule up, because they'll make a rule up for nothing in order to prove their point or to carry their agenda. Well, that was a lie. But like I said, Buckingham Palace came back and said, no, it wasn't cropped out. That was a Getty image. It was taken, yes, it was an image taken with Meghan on it, but this was an image that was taken of the Duke of Sussex individually, and that is the one that the palace used in the happy birthday post. And that was said in People, that was said in the Mirror. The Mirror did an article about, no, pushing back on Big Back Becky. No, it was Meghan was not cropped out. And also in her own paper, they came back. Mark Dewell, he came back and wrote an article and said, why Buckingham Palace did not, and not is in capital letters, crop Meghan Markle out of photograph is used in social media posts to mark Prince Harry's 40th birthday. Big Back Becky slammed to the floor with her nonsense, falling behind Kensington Palace. And Buckingham Palace said, we are going to spank you on this one. And like I said, I'm surprised. I am. I don't know what to make of it. Y'all tell me what y'all make of it in the comments, because I don't know what to make of it with Buckingham Palace. But let's go on. We still got a lot to go. We still got a lot to go. And Kensington Palace still up to their nonsense, They see all of the goodwill and stuff that was happening for Harry. And what did they want to do? They wanted to go back to their old tricks. And what is that? Standing in Harry's light. That's why William and Kate are so mad with Harry and Meghan, because Meghan came, took Harry away, and took his shine away so they can't use it anymore. And what do them parasites do? I got this article, and they wanted to piggyback on Harry Shine, knowing that all around the world Harry is a global citizen, a loved global citizen that people was wishing happy birthday. I'm telling you, you name a country. I even little small TV stations here in America was wishing, posting happy birthday to Prince Harry. They did segments about his birthday on the local news here in America. I know he lives in America, but yeah. And so Kensington Palace saw that. And what did they want to do? They wanted to remind everybody that Kate has convenient cancer, and you should feel sorry for them. And we're gonna glom onto Harry and Meg. Well, we're gonna glom onto Harry so we can get that out, because evidently we're not screaming loud enough over here. Our video did not scream desperation loud enough. You didn't hear us, so we're gonna glom onto Harry Shine. And this is the article. Royal News Live. Kate posts surprising birthday message to Harry days after emotional video on cancer treatment. Tell me what that one thing has to do with the other, except one wants to glom onto the other one because they know that Harry is has to shine and everybody is talking about him. So we want to remind everybody that Kate has convenient cancer and we're supposed to feel sorry for her because that video did not do it. That's what that's about. And it's pathetic, it's pitiful, and it's typical of them. Moving on. All right. Y'all remember yesterday what I did my read on my Tom Sykes article about the name of it was Olive Branch as William, Kate, and Charles all wish Harry a happy 40th birthday. And I said, we have to figure out if it's an olive branch or is it a stick to beat Harry with. Well, we don't have to figure that anymore because William has made it perfectly clear because he has cried his little tears, oh my God, and filled his cup up already and took him back over to Tom Sykes. And Tom Sykes has wrote an article today. But I got to share this tweet with y'all because it's something that I have been saying for so long. And here it is. It says, I'm beginning to think that William's friends who run to Tom Sykes at the Daily Beast at a drop of a hat to whine about William's permanently hurt feelings are in fact William himself. I've been saying that since the beginning. This is nobody but William. William cry his little salty tears in a cup and he takes them over there to Tom Sykes. And so he has today. And this is the name of the article from what Tom Sykes got from William. And he pretty much said, no, it's not an olive branch. It's a stick to beat Harry with. And surprise, surprise. All right, it says William has no interest in reconciling with Harry right now. William is such a lightweight. And what I mean by that is I mean, if you don't want to have anything to do with your brother, stand in it. Stand up and stand in it. But he couldn't even stand in it completely. He had to put right now. he, I mean, he is such a weasel. So pitiful. I mean, if you, and I he up there talking about F the haters, F the press, F Harry and Meghan a week ago, and now he's saying, right now, I mean, can't even stand up in it. But he could, when he thought he had his ace in his back pocket with that shampoo commercial, he could say F everybody. And now it's, you know, not right now. Ugh, so ridiculous. And a source, which William, it says a source tell the Daily Beast that William and Kate only sent out a happy birthday message to Harry to align with the king's message for a significant birthday. I mean, royal birthday. How weak. How weak. It is what I just said about that headline. How weak is he? If he really feels the way he act like he feels, and he feels like he been hurt, stand up in it and say, I am not interested in having a relationship with my brother, and not send a birthday post. Let Charles post it by himself, and then take the heat, take the smoke, because you best believe the smoke would have been coming for him, because that's the reason why Charles posted. I said that yesterday. Harry made him do it because he did not want to. He didn't want the world looking at him as a petty, vengeful, weak kneed person that he is. And so that is the same thing with William. William did it. He didn't want to do it, but he did it because he could not handle the heat that was going to follow. Because the world was giving Harry so much love, so much. Harry is an international figure, dignitary, loved. And the world came to show him love on his 40th. And like I said, even little TV stations where I live and around the country was posting about Harry. And so William knew that he couldn't handle the smoke. So he just did it. He is so pathetic and weak. Ugh, it just it's sickening. Because like I said, if you gonna be that type of person, he wanted to pretend like he was that type of person on Monday. And now here it is a week, and he up there acting so weak-kneed and pitiful, scared. Mm. Anyway, let's get into this. It says Prince William has no interest in restoring contact with Prince Harry. Friends of his and wife, Kate Middleton, has told the Daily Beast, despite the couple's yesterday sending birthday wishes to Harry on social media, because they knew they could not handle the smoke if they did. They knew it. I bet you if that little mini movie that they did hadn't flopped and went a whole different way, it's no way they would have sent a happy birthday to Harry. But from Monday to Thursday, like I said, he had lost 20 pounds and gained 30 years because people was absolutely around his neck about that nonsense that him and Kate had put together. You know, if he wasn't so diabolical, I would feel sorry for him, because he is in a situation, and this is the situation he in. He is in a situation where nobody can tell him when he is being a fool. He is surrounded by yes men, and that includes that wife of his. I don't know. I said this when Kate climbed up on that Jeep. It is not a wife who loves their husband who have any kind of rational thought or any kind of insight would have said that was a good idea. They would have said, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. We don't need to do that. But what do Kate do? She crawled right up there on that Jeep. Every crazy, stupid idea that William have, she is all in all the time. And that is the problem with William. I saw this quote. I think it was somewhere on X. It said the most dangerous person, the most dangerous man is a fool that thinks he's a genius. And that's William. He is a fool who thinks he's a genius. And he has a wife who is a fool that thinks he's a genius too. And every dumb idea that he comes up with, she crawls right up there on the Jeep. She walks right in the grass. She does all these old dumb things right along with him. And it's hilarious. And it's sad because he, like I've predicted, when he become the monarch, he is going to burn the place down because he has no sense of himself at all. And he don't have anybody to say, that's a bad idea. Or you maybe should take this left instead of this right. And this is how he gets in these predicaments. And he really thinks that this is some kind of flex, and Harry should feel some kind of way because he is not ready to talk to Harry. Harry, I don't know Harry's feelings, but I know if I was Harry, I wouldn't want to talk to this angry, stupid man. Like I said, I would be kind of apprehensive about him. I have said this time and time before. I wouldn't leave my food around him, and I wouldn't eat no food or none of their food. This is when I say that, y'all might not understand that, but I am I am black and I am from America. American blacks, we have certain things that is pretty much the way we are. And one of them is if I'm not cool with you, I'm not eating at your house. And if your fingernails are dirty or something is kind of off with you, we are not eating your food. And that's why I said if I was Harry, I would not eat their food because something is definitely off with them. And I would be apprehensive about Charles, somebody who has been against you and all of a sudden they try to be for you. I'm always going to give you the side eye on that one. And I'm not eating your food and I'm not drinking anything at your house. That's the way we were raised. We don't eat at other people's house that we kind of feel a little off about. It's just a Black American thing. And I hope Megan and Doria school Harry about this before he go over there. Don't eat them folks' food. All right. As another source said that the message was sent to align with King Charles, who himself sent a message as a matter of routine. And we all know that's a lie. They stopped sending birthday messages, back when Harry and them left. They stopped. I think they sent it 1 year after they had left. And then when that 1 year period where they said they could come back or not, and they said they weren't coming back, they stopped then. So that is a lie. I don't know why they want to lie. They be trying to gaslight people, but it's pitiful. All right, let's go on. And basically, that's all it says. Him crying and crying and crying and being the man baby that he is. Like I said, I could feel sorry for him if he wasn't so diabolical because he don't have no guidance whatsoever. Everybody needs somebody in their life to tell you when you doing stupid stuff. That you just need it. You don't need somebody. I always tell my kids, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Everybody needs a person in their life to tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And he don't have that. And that's why he keep catching them L's. L, 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 L. That's why he keep catching them, because he don't have anybody to tell him, that's stupid. All right. And that's pretty much what the article is about, him belly aching. All right. Let's go on. Uh, I am running short, so I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm running long, so I'm just gonna hit these other things really, really quick because I want to share them with y'all. All right, the Daily Mail continues its obsession about Meghan. It wrote an article saying Meghan Markle looks sleek in her 30,937 pounds worth of clothes and jewelry. And we all know what that's about. That is a clickbait article for the haters, for the nags, for the hags, for the toadies, for all them. But then when you go in and read the article, it's not that bad. They actually tell you what it is. But they continue to count the jewelry that she always wears. Her arm stack, her engagement ring, all of that. They keep doing that. And it's ridiculous. But they do that for clickbait for the real stupid people who hate on her for no reason, because those are the people, the hags, like I said, the hags, the old ugly hags who don't have nobody, have no hopes of having anybody, and they have to shop in the big back section of the store, who really hates to see a woman of color have nice things. And that's all that article is, to serve them. Let's go on. They even put a picture of the dress, which is a really, really, really cute little dress, and it was $1,050. Megan got money. She worked hard. Why can't she have nice things? But it's just a certain element. Uh, it's just a certain element. I love to call them ugly old hags who just have a problem with a black woman having nice things, even when she works hard to get them. I saw this whole thing. They were talking about the cost of Kamala Harris's, um, see, I got angry, of Kamala's earrings, saying they were $800 earrings. No, was it $1,800 earrings? Like, this woman don't work and cannot afford to get the kind of earrings that she wanna have. It's ridiculous to me. It is ridiculous to me. It's just as if they don't think a woman of color, a black woman, is supposed to be able to get nice things. I mean, I remember when she bought some cookware. I think it was like $2,000 or $3,000. They made a big deal about that. She buying that expensive cookware. I mean, she works hard, and if she feels like it's in her budget to spend $2,000 or $3,000 on cookware, she loves to cook. Why is it your business? And that's what I'm saying with this. They want to try to, ugh. And I must say that really gets on my nerve. Anybody who can afford what they got should be able to get and have what they want to have. And it's nobody's business. Let Megan have nice things. Let's go on. Megan and Harry went to Tyler Perry's birthday, and like I said, the Daily Mail stalking them as usual. It says Meghan Markle beams. I'm gonna put the picture up here as she and Prince Harry attends Tyler Perry's star-studded birthday bash with Oprah and Gail. And they say in the back of the car that's um, Alicia Keys, but it don't look like Alicia Keys to me. I'm just saying. And these people, I don't even know who they are. But also, you know who else was there? He always showing up. Brian Robbins and his wife Tracy. I got it right this time. They showed up, but Tracy don't want to have nothing to do with this nonsense, and I don't blame her. But Megan has a wonderful core of friends. So do Harry. They are happy, and I bet you when they saw it over to Kensington Palace, they trying to cook up something to try to smear them again because they so jealous. They so jealous. When they see Megan smiling, happy, going to Tyler Perry's house, knowing that they gonna have a good time. They and the way they found out about it, the people who did the lighting, they absolutely paid them to tell what was going on in there. They did that. That's what the stalker Daily Mail did. Just stalking them at every turn, and they want Harry and Meghan to come back. All right, this right here is I'm just about finished. I know I went long today, but I had a lot to tell y'all. I'm gonna put these up. Guess what these are? I saw this post and I just had to share. It's me being messy. I know I'm messy sometimes. I know. But it says, I've been so intrigued by those crazy shoes Sophie wore, and because I've nothing better to do this morning, I tracked them down. They're from a UK brand called Nicholas Suxton. I thought they must be made for Shakespearean stage actors. Sophie wore those shoes. Yes, she did. And she wore it with this outfit. Yes, she did. She did that. And they cost eight, here they are, they're $89. Let's go back to that. Sophie wore that. She did. And you know what? I love dragging Sophie. I do. And this is the reason why I love dragging her. She is a mean girl. She has a black heart. And the way she treated Megan during the Queen's funeral, I'll forever drag her. Now I would not enjoy dragging her as much as I would with Charles' horse. But I will always love dragging Sophie. And she looks a hot mess. And I also wanted to say this. Sophie is in Tanzania. Did y'all know that? Yes, she is on a road trip to Tanzania. I'm gonna say this. One thing about Sophie, she is way better than the mannequin. Sophie does have some substance to her, and she's able to move in the circles that she needs to move in. Unlike that one who had to get convenient cancer to get off the world stage because we all know she was faltering at every turn. But Sophie, she actually can move in those spaces, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. It says the Duchess of Edinburgh has today begun an official visit in Tanzania. Wow. Okay. And I had to say this because I'm speaking to the people of the UK. Did you know when I saw this post, I could not believe it that y'all allowed this to go on. And I'm going to leave it on this. It says Workshire Willie gets paid 25 million pounds a year, which is six times the combined income of all the elected heads of states of Europe for doing absolutely nothing at all. Meanwhile, many UK citizens live in poverty and children are going to school hungry. Think about that, UK. You are running him a check of 26 million pounds a year, and he does nothing but says he's taking care of his wife, who we do not believe has cancer. Because why would you be looking for the reset? I'm just saying. All right, y'all. I have went way too long, but I just had so much and I wanted to share. See y'all later. Bye.